Hey guys, this is Silly here, and I'm here with
Pumpkin Trooper.
And today we're going to be reading off the top 10 most banned and incredibly dangerous toys. So,
okay, when you think about banned toys, usually it's about kids or someone getting hurt. So the first one you wouldn't really think would be snap bracelets. And okay, so they're little bands wrapped around colorful designs around your wrists, and you can, they're hard to describe, but
it's kind of like if you hold it in one hand and you smack it against your wrist and then let go of that one piece you were holding, it turns into a bracelet.
So it says that to start causing major problems, they'd slice into tender flesh when the metal band wore through its cover. So after a while, of course, usually like toys fades with its color and stuff on it. So literally the metal band would start coming out and kids would still smack it against them. So that's number 10. Alright, these little Monster Science water balls are really fun. You know those stupid dinosaurs that you used to blow up?
Yeah, you would get at the grocery store.
They don't even look like dinosaurs. Yeah. They're just little blobs.
Yeah.
Well, these little balls went into kids' mouths, of course, and they went into the intestines.
Yeah, and then when it was inside their intestines, it would grow to like 400 times the original size. So the original size would be the size of a marble. And it would turn into this big glop of this thing, and it swelled up, and it looked.
Oh.
So yeah, next one, Aquadots. These, I've heard about these before. They were recalled in, I think, 1996, and the people at clubs and stuff, they would use these dots in roofie someone's drink. Mm-hmm. So then they would drink their drink, and they would be roofied, they would be passed out, and that's why they recalled it, because it had this certain drug in it. And it, as they called it then, a date rape drug.
Wonderful.
Molesters and all them would use this to their advantage.
Buying a kid's toy, that's great. Alright, the kite tube. As it kind of states, it's a tube that's a kite, and you can see the little picture with the U-tube, and it went into a disaster. How would you like to go flying through the air and smacking your face against the water and all this other stuff? Oh. I'm not going to imagine that. Okay, another one is Cabbage Patch. That's something...
This is a screwed up one. Yeah, it's like a snack thing, I guess. I never really read about this, or
let's see.
They would eat plastic foods. The kids would eat plastic foods
that the Cabbage Patch kids would have to technically eat. So it was so for their imagination, and that's what I'm getting out of this. All right, let's see. Buckyballs.
I used to own these. I can see why they were banned or recalled, because when you were like really little, you would want to put them in your mouth and have like a lip ring, earrings, and that stuff. And some kids would accidentally swallow them, 2 of them or more, and it would attach to their intestines
and rip organs and all that great stuff.
And most kids, they went into the hospital, they had poisoning and other stuff like that, and
that's great.
We don't want any of that anymore, so
that's number 5.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that. Fingerprints. Oh, everybody loves to be CSI or one part of their life. They have to.
Yeah.
I mean, you always want to be a detective or something. And so, of course, this has chemicals in it that probably should not be in any little kids' mouths, or even though they say like 3 and up, or they have even on stuffed animals, they have just, it's the little tags that say don't put in your mouth, or 3-year-olds,
danger,
danger, all this other
choking
stuff.
hazard, or
but
something
I mean,
like that. But
That's just so they don't get sued, but
Yeah.
kids are still gonna get hurt.
yeah. And what I didn't get, I had this as a little boy.
Still a little boy.
Yeah. Younger than I am now. I actually had one of these kits, and I loved using the fingerprint investigation system. And when I read about this, I was like, oh, so I was exposed to this, and they didn't put it on the box. It showed all the
They
chemicals.
don't know until they actually, some kids get
Exactly.
it. So
And I went off doing this stuff, and then my mom or someone said, Thomas, you can't play with this anymore because it has asbestos in it. And I'm like, what's asbestos? And my mom goes, oh, it's a very deadly chemical that you can die from. And
thanks,
I'm like,
Mom.
okay, I'm not gonna play with this anymore. So.
Happy birthday, Jimmy. All right. Third, splash of water rockets. Rockets. They just.
It's for help out there.
I know.
I don't see how to burn users.
Yeah, it said it broke apart in midair in the late 90s. Made the toy rocket that could explode. Just like real dangers in space travel.
Oh my gosh, we could all die. Boom! I don't think so.
Use pressure from those hose, build up energy until kiddos, obviously, whatever, blah, blah, blah. At least 73 or 37 cases were reported of the rocket exploding from the pressure or otherwise flying off in unpredictable directions, causing lacerations to the hands and face.
I feel bad for the kids.
I had science class with these rockets, but not like
that.
Water
Like you used sulfur.
Different, yeah.
Yep.
And the teacher had to set them off.
It's safer than.
What is this? Oh, the Aqua Leisure baby boats. I used to go to my uncle's house, and they had at least 2 of these. And even though I was about 10 years old, I'd still try to fit in these things. They probably should have broken by then, but I mean, little babies are in these. Yes, it's fun and it's easy. The parents don't have to really watch as carefully. Yeah. But then,
when you're in an ocean, I mean,
okay, that part. But I remember being at my uncle's house, but it never ripped or anything. But we never thought about it ripping, and the baby would go underwater. Just, I don't know. That's actually a high. I don't know.
Oh, this Easy Bake Ovens.
Yeah.
The best invention, I would say, for me. This is when I started out doing like baking and stuff. But when I was not when I was little, they recalled them in 1983, and they said that kids were putting their hands inside the oven, burning their hands. So it would be like a 3rd-degree burn, and
from a light bulb.
Yeah, from a light bulb, probably like a 13-watt.
Yeah, maybe. I don't even know, but I used to get these every year from my father, and I wouldn't do that, or I was old enough where I couldn't fit my hand in there. But if I was young and stupid enough, I probably would have done that, going like, how hot is this? And burn my hand. But even that little plastic stick that goes into the Easy Bake Oven,
it melts.
It doesn't really help at all. But that is our segment for 10 obvious banned toys. Even though some kids I know probably still have them today, or people still use them, it's
highly dangerous, and you want to be
kids.
cautious.
It's mostly for kids because they just
they want to do what they feel like they
think is logical. And
like, take for example the CSI kit.
Yeah.
Kids wanted to be a detective. They can be a detective with that, but kids still own it. I don't understand why, but you know, kids are still dangerous.
Danger. But this is also because their parents are also buying these things, they don't really think about the dangers that probably would possibly come of it. They just see it for the big picture. Like Easy Bake is you're making some cookies and cakes that you can eat with your kid. So
the parents don't know if it's literally heating or anything like that. But I never really got the point of which kids could actually fit their hands in the thing.
Yeah, it's just for little kids though. It's so mostly banned toys are from little kids that got injured severely from
being really stupid.
That's not like them.
No. Being their age.
Yep. I mean, I don't know. I think you would do the Easy Bake Oven thing if you could.
Yeah. Exactly. Say, ooh, how hot is this?
Exactly. But alright. So this is the end of the video. So thanks for coming. Thanks for listening.
Son.